there's a lot of people that like are informed but not informed. Yeah. They're informed in the sense of like, I know about this dude. Like, he's intriguing, he's exciting. The young people is with you. I consider myself a young 40.
Here we
go.
What
I'm saying? So I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding with you. The younger generation is with you. How do you get to those like entrenched, older, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, yo, I'm an establishment guy. You know what I mean? This guy's talking about a lot of crazy stuff. He wants to freeze rents. He wants city-owned supermarkets. That's crazy. What's next? Chamomile tea on every corner? How's he gonna do that? What do you say? Hey, it's not. It's getting colder. You know what I'm saying? For the window. How do you convince those people, like, yo, these are things that I can realistically accomplish?
You know, I think the first thing is you engage with that conversation. You know, a lot of times in politics, the impulse is to just write somebody off if they don't fully believe at first glance. And, you know, you were saying Fordham Road. One of the first times I went to Fordham Road during this campaign was to talk to people who voted for Trump and to ask them, why did you vote? And actually listen to them.
Right.
And when you open a conversation listening instead of lecturing, it allows someone to also engage with you in a different way. Because a lot of these voters, 50 and above, these are voters who've been let down time and time again. You know, just as much as we've been let down by politicians, they've been let down that many more times. And so I understand. You've heard promises. And that's why it's my job to present the plan to actually do it. So when I say we're going to freeze the rent for 2.5 million New Yorkers, I explain we're going to do it through the Rent Guidelines Board. The mayor appoints all the appointees. We've done this before under de Blasio, 3 rent freezes. It's time to do it again. Landlord revenues going up 12%. It's time for that relief for tenants. And when we're talking about fast and free buses, universal childcare, people ask me, how are you going to pay for it? And instead of laughing them off and saying, that's a bad faith question, I engage with it. Because ultimately, we have to pay for it, and we put forward a plan to raise $10 billion a year that would raise the top corporate tax rate to the radical socialist utopia of New Jersey, 11.5%. We would match what they got over there. Shout out to New Jersey for that one specific issue. And very, very tight shout out. And then we would raise income taxes on New Yorkers who make more than $1 million a year by a flat 2%. These are rounding errors for the wealthiest New Yorkers that will actually benefit them and every working class New Yorker by making the city more affordable. Right. And when you tell people that, it starts to demystify. Because people have been told their whole life, this is as good as it's going to get.
Right.
And if you want to keep this, vote for me. If you want to lose this, vote for that person. But what if this isn't enough? What if this isn't enough to feed your family? That's what this campaign is speaking to, is the person who can't live off of promise, to say that you could actually have more than this.
A victory light.